When these people try to approach you again in the future, a couple days from now, a couple weeks from now, a couple years from now, or a couple months from now, they will not even realize who they are talking to. That is the breakthrough that you are going through. They will not even realize who the F they are talking to. Hi bestie, welcome in. So what I'm getting for you today is everything's gonna be okay. And I know it seems far-fetched, but I know you're seeing angel numbers that you are in alignment. You're seeing 111. You could be seeing 111.11. You could be seeing 4444. Like you are seeing angel numbers and then some. So like the angel numbers that you're seeing are really long, and that's to tell you like, hey, don't get down on yourself. Don't get sad. Be proud of yourself that everything that was lying dormant, anything that was hidden underneath a rock that you've been flipping over and fixing and healing, you should be so freaking proud of yourself. You are gutting everything from the inside out. And though you could be feeling really shaken up inside, the universe and God is trying to tell you like, hey, I know things might feel a little uneasy. You might be feeling really anxious, but you are on the right path. And even though it's not going to be perfect, every day is not going to be perfect, you are focusing on you. You guys are focusing on your health. You're focusing on releasing unhealthy choices. You're releasing trauma from childhood. You are releasing unhealthy relationships in your life, and you are very careful of who you let in right now. You are starting to see that there is a big plan for you. There is a divine plan. And so it is important that you are aligned with the universe for that plan to unfold your cosmic blueprint. And so you guys are going through a lot of discovery right now, self-discovery, self-acceptance, and you are digging deep for the answers. Why does this make me feel this way? I'm going to dig deep and find out. Why does this trigger me, or why does that upset me? You guys are releasing negative emotions, resentment, where you have felt wronged. You guys are only letting in people that are loyal and devoted, even if that's just one person, even if that's just 3 people, because what you are building right now is a safe place. It's like you're building borders, okay? It's like you're making a sandcastle and you're making sure that there's a moat, and you're making sure that there's a gate, and you're making sure that the castle has like good stability. And you're like, I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel stable. And so that is what you're working on right now is what do you want your reality to look like? What is going to feel safe to you? What do you have to get rid of? So there's things internally that you're getting rid of. There's things externally that you're getting rid of. There's people externally that you're getting rid of. And this could be really shaking things up for you because it makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I started, but can I finish? Okay, I'm 3 steps in, but should I turn around? And let me give you guys some examples. When I went zero contact with my family, I thought maybe I should just maybe not talk to them for like 2 years and it'll be fine. That's an example. Do you know what I mean? Getting with someone and then finding out that they're a complete narcissist, psycho, and realizing that it's safer for you to be apart for this person, and then thinking, no, I should go back. It's kind of like, do I want to deal with the devil I know, the Steven I know, or do I want to deal with this new life that I've been wanting, this new life that I've been manifesting? And I've always realized that when we walk away from the things that are really toxic, the things that are really bad for us, that is when God opens doors, windows, opportunities, blessings, and miracles for us. My first year of being away from my most abusive ex was very eye-opening. I had a lot of anxiety. I couldn't sit still. I was getting into car accidents. I was drinking too much. I wasn't doing well with trying to be sober. I wasn't making healthy choices. I wasn't being good with my money. And I just felt like I was on the run for a year. And I kept thinking like I should just go back. I should just go back. I should just go back. But I'd already done that 3 times before. And I remember his mom telling me, you've already left 3 times. Don't see what's going to happen for a 4th time. If there's a 4th time, it'll be the last time. So you guys are looking at situations where you have escaped death. And instead of going back to the devil you know, Stephen, you are like, no. I know I've got to have a new life. I know that I have to have a new life. Walking away from bad relationships, I always had to learn the hard way. I could never just have enough confidence or have enough strength to walk away from things that didn't serve me. I always had to do things the hard way. And now being further into my sobriety, I see, okay, it's healthy for me to have cut ties with these people and these places and these things. And so that's what you guys are doing right now. This is like the hardest reset of your life to see, where's my testimony? How do I stay prayed up and strapped? Where's my faith meter at? Who is loyal and devoted to me? Who is true to me? Who doesn't drain my cup? Where do I feel safe? And it could be really nerve-wracking. You guys feel so anxious right now and maybe so nervous, like you guys feel rattled. And you're wishing that you could just like gut like a fish, gut out your insides, your nervous system, to not feel the feelings that you're feeling. And God is so proud of you. The universe is so proud of you. That's why all of these angel numbers are like doing this, and you're getting all of these confirmations. It's saying, don't turn around. Don't turn around. Your future is not behind you. It is in front of you, as scary as that is. You guys, I was in my addiction for a long time. So I stayed in relationships for far too long. I was an alcoholic for far too long. So I stayed in relationships that were toxic. I stayed in jobs that were toxic. I just had friends that were toxic. And for me to unwire all of that, it took time for me. Not only did it take time, it took jail. It took me going to jail to walk away from unhealthy relationships, to walk away from unhealthy choices that I was making for my body. I did not know how to sit still from the trauma and the abuse that I had suffered my whole life. From my parents, from my mom being abusive, from my dad leaving me, neglecting me, going out and partying all the time, and being malnourished as a kid. I didn't know how to fix that. So I just kept numbing it and numbing it and numbing it and suppressing it and suppressing it and suppressing it. God made me sit my ass in jail for a couple of weeks to sit with my feelings. And it's like you guys are having this epiphany that you need to sit with yourself. Sometimes we're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could just tear my insides out and not feel these feelings. I understand what you mean. I never thought I would be in my sobriety. I never thought I would get my life together. I never ever thought. Never thought. And so when I went to jail because I couldn't stay sober, I kept getting into trouble. I wasn't dealing well with being away from this person that I was codependent on this person because I could predict them more than I could predict my future, dependent on them because I was an addict. And so God said, I need to sit in jail. I need to sit in jail, sit with my feelings, sit with my emotions, and figure out why I'm making these decisions that are unhealthy. This is way before my spiritual awakening. So I just didn't know. I didn't know how to heal. Though I had studied psychology, though I had studied sociology, I didn't know how to heal. I had faith, but I wasn't spiritual yet. And sitting with my feelings for 15, 16 days was a good opportunity to look at people I've been treating like crap, people I expected to take pity on me and just help pacify what I needed. And that's why I stayed with the ex that I was with, because he would pacify what I needed, pacify my addictions, pacify my alcoholism, pacify what I needed. And I was going to have to learn how to do all of these things on my own. So getting out of jail for the last time, I was ready. Okay, every time I do this, I end up here. Every time I go on a bender, I end up here. Every time I fight somebody, I end up here. Every time I think that the world owes me something, that everybody else owes me something, I end up here. So I started to realize that I needed to take my sobriety seriously, and then I needed to try far more harder. So I prayed to God, like, God, if you let me out of here, if you like, because I didn't know when I was getting out. I was like, if you let me out of here, I promise, I'm going to be a different person. And everyone that knows me knows the last time that I was in the can and was like, you are a completely different person. You came out of jail a completely different person, completely humbled person. I thought, this person beat me, these people jumped me, that person drugged me, world owes me shit. I was angry. I was angry at the world. And so sitting down and having to sit with myself really helped me discover these epiphanies. And that is what you guys are doing. You're sitting with your feelings. And you are about to get so much recognition. Not only that, you have so much favor all over your life from walking away. When I walked away from these toxic situations, I thought, oh my gosh, my life is going to suck. My life is going to be boring. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm so freaking bored. Like, what am I going to do? And that is when new people started arriving into my life, like earth angels, like guardian angels, people that were the people that I'd always been asking for in my life. Soul tribe vibes, soulmate vibes. And that is what you guys are calling in. Whether you guys realize it or not, whether it's a breakup that you're going through or just releasing a lot of your past and a lot of your trauma, because there's so much that you're unpacking, you guys are calling in your purpose. And then for others of you, you are manifesting a soulmate, not even realizing that you are. You're like, I'm just trying to start over. I'm just trying to get over this person. I've been very unhappy, whatever it is. You guys have a blessed union coming in. And then for others of you, you have a blessed purpose coming in. You guys are walking away from this desperation to feel like you need true love. This desperation, you're getting rid of it. You're like, oh my gosh, I was so desperate there, and I was so sad there, and I was so dependent there. You guys should be so freaking proud of yourself. You are building safety and security, and you have made more than the first steps. And because you have made those first steps and you're releasing these emotions, you are purging these things, so to speak. There's so much that's about to open up for you that you are not even able to see. You know, when we're like letting go of things that are hard and like we really can't see what's going to unfold for us, we're like, yeah, I'm sure it'll be great, blah, 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 blah. But realistically, it is about to be magical for you. So you guys might be meditating more, sitting with your thoughts instead of pushing them away. And because you're not pushing away your thoughts, because you're trying to be more positive, because you are cutting really toxic situations loose. You guys are having epiphany after epiphany of like, no, this is the life that I deserve. I should really try this and try that, move here, go there, talk to this person. Things are going to become more clear to you. You're going to have more clarity. So let's see what else we get for you guys. Yeah, right now you could feel like my love life is cursed. And you're like, oh, well, I've got to leave. I've got to get out of here. You want a place that feels like home. And so what you are building is a protective space, a protective life. Because there's always people trying to drain your energy. There's always people trying to drain your light, drain your energy, drain your resources, always taking from your cup. And so now you're realizing, like, I've got my own cup. I've got my own cup. I no longer have to share this cup with this person, this person, this person. You are getting rid of outside influences. Even though it is an unpopular opinion, I feel like whatever you're getting rid of, it's unpopular for you to do that. Unpopular for you to do in your family, and popular for you to do in your workplace. Everyone's like, oh, I wouldn't do that. I love that person. You're like, I don't. That's great. You be friends with that person. I'm going to be over here. And so you guys are keeping things real private because you are building a new life. You've been really tired of having to do this all the time, of having to shield, of having to push out, having to protect yourself, having to always just like, okay, you guys, I need space. And maybe you would explode. You would keep things pent up, keep things to yourself, and then you would explode. And you're like, I gotta walk away. I gotta go. People could be guilting you right now. Like, oh my gosh, you abandoned me. How could you do this to me? How could you leave your family behind? I thought I was your person. How could you leave this job? How could you cut that person off? People could be trying to goad you or trying to guilt you into going back into this, or believing that it's unpopular for you to do what you're doing, which is walking away. So I want you guys to comment down below. Why am I always attracting powerful people? Why am I always attracting people that have my best interest? Why am I always looking at the positive? Why am I so incredibly lucky? It is like you were on like beast mode for reprogramming your subconscious. You guys had somebody telling you that you're bipolar, or you're mentally disturbed, or you're a narcissist. And I'm not saying anything about anyone having a mental disorder. I'm just saying you guys had people projecting on you that you were these things. And so for a long time, you started believing them. You had a parent telling you this. Oh my gosh, you're so self-absorbed. You're so selfish. You're so this, you're so that, you're so this. And you're like, oh my gosh, I must be. Now you're going to undo all of this programming and do all of these old narratives. And you are getting grounded in reality. Wow. You guys, when I said God is about to open a window, you were used to having to open the window yourself. You were used to having to make an exit, trying to figure out how to get there the fastest. You're like, where's a window? Where's a door? How do I get out of here? We have Justice and the Queen of Swords that came out. You guys have justice coming in. That is the opportunity and the window that is coming in for you. The scales are being balanced. So I feel like this justice is going to keep those that wronged you busy while you're over here creating a new life and healing and going through this hard reset. When these people try to approach you again in the future, a couple days from now, a couple weeks from now, a couple years from now, or a couple months from now, they will not even realize who they are talking to. that is the breakthrough that you are going through. They will not even realize who the F they are talking to. They're going to see you as somebody smart, clarity. You're not going to be anyone's scapegoat anymore. You're not going to be anybody's projection anymore. You will not accept it. You will hear clearly. You will see clearly. You will speak clearly. And you will only say it one time. One time. And you're getting all of this space. There's all of this space created where you abandoned this narrative. You're like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I've got to get out of here. And you felt like, what am I walking towards? What is my future? Is it a black hole? Or is it going to be something great? Because it was scary. The unknown can be scary sometimes. We aren't really supposed to be knowing everything. But you guys have gone through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and now you are getting in alignment with the universe. Wow, we have the sun. You guys have good news coming in. Because you guys made this step to walk away. Whatever this is, you guys are going to be seeing, wow, why are people always helping me? Why are doors always opening for me? Why are good opportunities always falling into my lap? Justice is here. It's swooping in. It's almost like justice, karma, God, the universe knows that you are serious about the changes that you are making. You're not going back. You refuse to. And because of that, here comes karma. You guys have good news coming in. You're going to be feeling really positive. Even though right now you could be feeling exhausted, you could be feeling worn out. Even though you're proud of yourself, you could be feeling emotionally like tattered. Like, oh, that was a lot. It could have just been really nerve-wracking. You could have had a nerve-wracking past couple of days, bestie. But you are getting ready to soar. You are getting ready to soar to new heights. You guys, we got the Ace of Pentacles. You guys have money coming in. You guys have a new opportunity coming in. You guys have a lot of good news coming in. And it came out with justice, you guys. Like, what? These are things you would normally walk away from. You're like, no, that's not for me. I don't deserve that. No, that's not for me. I don't deserve that. You're used to not letting people help you. Or you were used to having to do things by yourself. Or you were used to having to beg. You're like, I'm not doing that anymore. What the universe is saying is you will not even have to ask. What God is saying is you will not even have to ask. Because God knows your heart and the universe sees you making the steps. So everything that you're doing is about to be mirrored back to you. You're letting go. You are releasing this old programming, this old narrative. I am getting that it was not easy to get here. Okay, I'm getting that it was not easy to get here. Yeah, it's time for your ships to come in. It is time for good things to come in for you. It is time for good news to come in for you. Wow. Ace of freaking Pentacles. Like, what? You guys could be moving. You guys could be getting good news of like a home, a car, something that you've been really needing. And because you've been just fixing and mending, you are cutting through this mental fog. You guys are going through an awakening. And now you guys see yourself clearly. You're like, you know, I would have loved for that relationship to work. I would have loved for my parents to love me and for them to admit their wrongs and whatever it is. You're like, but I'm tired. I'm tired of doing that. So now you are getting the tools that you need, the resources that you need. That is amazing. You guys are going to be rebuilding your confidence. And I don't see anyone being able to take advantage of you again. You're going to be extremely grounded. You're going to be learning about business, things that interest you, things that are going to bring you security. That is what you care about the most, is building security, building a firm foundation. And so I see you guys getting a lot of assistance in regards to that. Wow. Okay, let's see what else we get for you guys. Okay, bestie, what else is going on? What else do we need to talk about? Okay, we got Moocher, Betrayal. Maybe you guys feel like there were some bad habits that you picked up because Unhealthy Choices was your first card out in the pre-pull. Maybe you guys feel like you picked up a lot of unhealthy habits from certain people in your life. So you are rebuilding that. You are moving away from betrayal. You're like, I'm not dealing with any more backstabbing or people mooching off of me. Someone who survives off another's income. One who, even if has their own money, will use someone else's first. I have family like that. I don't want to use my money. I want to use your money. Well, who the frick told you that I was an ATM? A lot of you guys know that I'm in the middle of rebuilding my life. And that was the beginning of my spiritual awakening, being homeless this last time for like the 5th time. And so I've been rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding. So I'm very, very protective of what I built and what I'm working on. And so that's what you guys are going to be doing, is you're going to be seeing people seeing you do just a little bit better. And they're like, oh, can I have some? Can I have some? Can I have some? You must be doing good because you're not talking to Bobby and you went and got your nails done today. So you must be doing good. Can I have some? You guys have people that will mooch and mooch and mooch as you are trying to rebuild your life. You guys are getting rid of friends like that. There is somebody here that you are cutting off that thinks that you will do anything for their approval. Someone that thinks that they can control you. Definitely a tyrant. Someone that is always using anything and everything against you. They'll give you something just to use it against you. They're always dangling it over your head like a carrot. This could be an air sign, a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. They feel like there's people in your life that feel like, I know what carrots to dangle to get them to come back. And so as you're rebuilding, then you have other people on the sidelines, friends, peers, that are asking you for things, that are disloyal, that are just waiting to betray your trust, just waiting to backstab you one more time. And you're not going back to that. Yeah, chaos agents. You guys are getting rid of chaos agents in your life. You are amping up your shield, your protection for spiritual warfare, spell work, evil eye. You guys are about to checkmate everyone around you. They're like, well, aren't you lonely? Don't you want to go to lunch? Don't you want to take me to lunch? Don't you want to do this? So A, they're trying to get information out of you. They're trying to figure out how well you're doing when they don't really care. You guys had people in your life that were along for a certain type of ride. And now that that ride is a little bit different because you might be on your own or you might have left a certain job behind and I just keep getting like rebuilding, gutting this fish, taking things from underneath this rock that have been sitting there and lying dormant. These are the visuals that keep being shown. And so people are like, well, aren't you lonely? Don't you want to hang out? We should go out. But on your dime. So they're trying to get information like, well, if you're rebuilding, how good have you rebuilt it? And it's been like a week. Or it's been like a year. And like, I don't have to explain anything. But what you're realizing is you will not never be broke again. You will give when you feel intuitively guided to. But right now, you're focusing on you instead of letting everyone else drain your cup. People want to see you broke, no money, can't pay bills, scraping by. And you're like, I don't know her anymore. I don't know him anymore. I had a poverty mindset for so much of my life. It was ridiculous. Like, always knew how to get another job, get money, get by, but didn't know how to like hold on to things. So you guys could be stockpiling things, or things could be burning a hole in your pocket. And so you are blocking out things that are negative for you, negative influences. Maybe you're taking a break from partying so you can get something new for yourself. And I'm seeing that you are getting money. You are getting money. You are getting opportunities. You are getting a new job. You are getting promoted. You're getting justice. You are getting good news. And you have a lot of positive happiness coming in for you. Happiness that you deserve. These people that are, these chaos agents that are trying to figure out how well you're doing, they think they know what carrots to give you. Oh, 2 months ago or 3 years ago, I hooked them up, so they're going to hook me up. And if they don't hook me up, I'm going to find out why. Like, I'm getting just people who are on that type of wavelength with you, bestie. And you're like, they will not be in the loop. I am outsmarting them. Checkmate. Access denied. You are not giving updates to anyone that helped create these money problems for you. I've been burned so many times that I will never, ever, 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 ever again do certain things for family. Never. 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 I can support family and be happy for them and help them from over here. I don't have to do that giving, because, bestie, I have been burned so bad. Part of the reason why I was homeless this last time is because of family stealing. So I'm just, you know what? I don't worry about my family unit, my household. First house, your sense of identity. Someone was always telling you, you're a psycho, you're a narcissist, you're psycho, you're this, you're that. Why are you always crying? You are rebuilding your identity. You are rebuilding your identity. And you were looking at like, okay, this was a hater, this was a Decepticon, this was a whole chooch. This was a whole demon in the house. They were sent by Steven. And so like if you would cry, people would laugh. If you would be quiet, people would say, like, it's just like you could do no right. And so you are rebuilding how you identify, your sense of identity, how you express yourself, and the first impressions that you give off. Whoever this was that wanted to knock you down, anybody new trying to come in and knock you down, you are naturally going to humble them without breaking a sweat. Okay? Comment down below, access denied. You are naturally going to humble them without breaking a sweat. These people, there are people behind the scenes that they see that you walked away from Bobby. They see that you walked away from Karen or Becky. They see that you quit that job that nobody will quit because of the money that they make. They see that you cut off these family members that were toxic AF. These are the people that cannot keep your name out of their mouth. Some of these people might not even know you, but they're obsessed. Okay, it depends on what you guys do for work. You're like, I want high vibes only, positive vibes only. It's almost like this situation or situations that you are healing from were traumatizing enough. Your boundaries are like Fort Knox. I feel that. Try to penetrate this wall of protection. I dare you. I got a moat. I got alligators. They bite. I got eagles soaring, dragons flying. And God is always watching over me. I am a protected child of God. Try me. Try me. You guys got somebody digging for gold. I don't know who this is. I feel like, okay, this is either like a family member that like you've helped out, a sister, a brother, a mother, or a friend that you've helped out before. They're like, they only want to keep a relationship with you so they can gain something from you. And then when you don't give it to them, they project onto you. So the truth is being revealed to you about certain people that you thought you were close to. And that is why you're building up your safe place like never before. Like never before. I have family like that. If they're not getting money, if they're not getting help, if they don't get to keep the money that they have in their pocket, they're pissed. They're hanging up the phone. So I've learned to love them from afar. I'll take them food. I'll help them out here and there. But them coming to live, them coming to stay, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. It ain't happening. Never again. Not never again. After I've had to start over this last time. Like I'm every day repairing, fixing, mending, and putting it all back together. Somebody wants to come in and stomp your sandcastle, or you've been building all your protection. Justice is going to swoop in. Your protection is going to swoop in. And they're going to wish they never tried you like that. So there were a lot of people that were trying to kick you when you were down. Oh, I remember the last time that I was down. And I remember everyone that danced and celebrated and got on the phone. Oh my gosh, da-da-da-da. I remember every text that was sent to me. Oh, sucks to suck. And now that things are like stabilized, they're like, oh, what are you doing? Nah, shit over here is stable. Access denied. Don't worry about what's going on over here. You are revealing the truth of a person or a situation. And secrets that have been kept in the dark are being revealed. Okay, secrets that have been kept in the dark are being revealed to you. Someone here is getting a divorce. Okay, I'm getting like caught in the act vibes, third party vibes. You guys are giving the cold shoulder to a lot of people. Don't let them make you feel bad for doing that. You guys got some people that are like, you can't do that. We're family. You can't do that. Like, you owe me. No. You are in your divine feminine behavior. You are becoming the Queen of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine, the Empress. You're in receiving mode. You're not in doing mode. You're doing for yourself. You guys are chilling. Being really comfortable in life, not wanting to do the most and at ease. You're bringing peace into you're like, I want peace. I don't care about gossip. I don't care about what that person's doing. I am focused on me. I'm chilling. I am calling in peace. Dang. People are trying to create bad situations for you, and you're like, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with what you're doing. They're like trying to intimidate you. Those same tactics, they don't work. They don't work anymore. Whoa, they don't work anymore. See, I told you, they don't work anymore. They don't know you anymore. The way you identify is you're not the same person. They cannot even believe that from last week or last month that you're not the same person anymore. Riddle me that. How could that even happen? They don't get it. They don't get it. They want to know what you're working on. How you got that. Where you got that. First of all, that's tacky to even ask. Second of all, people might act like, oh, you're trying to evade the question. No, it's none of their freaking stinking blinking business. You feel me? I don't go up to strangers and say, hey, what have you been working on for the past 3 months in your life? Like, bro, what? No. 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 And it's time for your ships to come in. Not anyone else's, just yours. Just yours. If you guys are clairaudient, you're going to hear like weird ringing in your ears when low vibrational people are around you. And you're going to hear high pitch ringing in your ear when like the vibe is good. Okay? That's for if you're clairaudient. All right, bestie. You always land on your feet. You always knew that you could, but it's time that you're showing people that. I always land on my feet. I always bounce back. Let me reintroduce you. You are unstoppable. Let me reintroduce you. You are incredibly lucky. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. You're like a healing machine. You also realize that you can't get it all done in one day. So you're taking it one day at a time. And I know that could be nerve-wracking, but you guys should be so proud of yourself. You're like, all right, one step at a time. That's all I can do. So you're releasing these shackles. You're releasing these relationships. Whoa. Whoa. I love this deck, but it's so like slick and slippery. Woo. Yeah, I'm seeing that you guys made a very important decision to walk away from people that you cared about, but you guys just couldn't get past the major differences. You're like, I'm going to assert my dominance. The end. They're like, what do you mean no? I said what I said when I said it. People want you to be vulnerable with them. No. Your privacy is your peace. It is okay to block people. Block people that you don't know. Block people that you do know. It is okay to do that to protect your peace. They're acting like, you know, you're doing too much. You can't do all of that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I think that's so annoying. You can't block them. You can't do that. You can't. Yes, you can. Who says they can come in and wreak havoc on your life, your stability, your peace of mind? Who the fuck told them that they could do that? Nobody. Delulu for real. For real, for real. So keep doing you. You're doing amazing, bestie. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm sending you guys so much love. If you guys are looking for pick-a-cards, link is in the description box. Just posted a new one on Patreon. Slumber parties are on members only. That's every weekend. What else? Don't forget to smash the you-know-what, hit the bell, duh. And I just sending you guys so much love. Like, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. I know it's like, you could feel like you're on pins and needles and you're good, and then you're on pins and needles and you're good, but you're getting through it. There's so much that you have fixed in such a short amount of time. So, kudos to you. All right, you guys, toodles.